Excuse me. Here, I'm here on business. Oh, well, hello, ma'am. Are you here on business too? I'm looking for the person in charge.
Can I help you?
I need more help than you might know. Are you the person in charge here? Oh, never mind.
I came to the pawn shop to see if I could sell my Discovery Zone Z-Bop robot. I want to sell him today because I actually have two. I would like to get $2,500 for him. I know things depreciate, so I would settle for $1,500.
All right, so what do we have here?
This is a Discovery Zone robot, and they're made to go in all the regional Discovery Zone centers. There's a big play area for kids, and these were made for the kids to play with. It was made in the early 1990s. He talks to the kids through this microphone. He also has an earpiece that you can listen, so you can operate him by remote off in the corner. It's got motors that make his arm move, lights that light up. These buttons right here all make random noises.
All right, what's it got in it?
Turn around, Z-Bop. Turn around, show, come back here. Watch out here. He's got a computer in his backpack that has a remote control servos and 2 amplifiers and a main board, a circuit board. It's got all LED lights back here that show you how everything's working.
The thing about technology-themed toys, most people want the latest, the greatest, and the newest. There might be a few collectors out there interested in an older product like this, but not many. How much did you want for it?
I was hoping to get $2,500.
Hey, Rick, it's cute, but no.
I know it's cute. The problem is it's antiquated. It looks old.
You hear that?
It's not like that Honda robot that walks and talks and can
Yeah, you're right.
and dance.
You're right.
I mean, the way I look at it, really difficult to sell.
In the hands of the right operator, though, they are pretty entertaining.
I just don't see it here.
I understand. I knew it was a long shot. It's
Okay.
all right.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man.
All right.
Thank you. We're gonna go down on the strip and visit the other machines that take money and see how they do it. Can I get the door for you? Let's go hit the road, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Why don't you tell me what you got? Because I don't speak Japanese.
It's Raideen the Brave, or Brave Raideen is kind of the translation.
What's a Bravery Dean?
It was an animated series out of Japan in the 1970s. It was basically a robot that comes to life when a demon lord comes down to Earth to try and take it over.
Now I'm kind of intrigued.
I came down to the pawn shop today to sell my Japanese toy robot from the 1970s. I owned it as a kid, but I apparently didn't play with it too much, and I kept the box for it as well. I'm hoping to get $1,500 for it, because the only other one I saw on the internet, they were asking a starting price of $2,000.
Okay, can we open up the box? Wow. So, where and how did you get it?
When I was a kid, I was really into the anime and the robots, and when I saw the show, I went and picked one up at a Japanese gift shop near my house.
I have no idea what show you're talking about. I've never seen or heard of Bravery Dean. I know, 60s, 70s, once computers started coming around and, we went to space, robots became really, really big, especially in Japan. They were really into the whole robot idea. And there was countless robot cartoons that came out during that time. Transformers, GoBots, stuff like that.
Yeah, this kind of predates, like, all of that.
Other than that, man, that's pretty much all I know about this. It's from the 70s. It's in pretty good condition. I mean, it really doesn't look like you played with it all that much. I know some of this stuff could be worth a lot of money. What are you trying to get out of it?
$1,500.
Okay, this is not something I'm gonna be able to give you a number on right now. Do you mind if I have a buddy of mine come down and take a look at it?
Not at all. I'd be glad to hear what he has to say.
I'll tell you what, hang out and I'll be right back, okay?
All right, sounds good.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Corey?
So we have Brave Raideen here all the way from Japan.
This is pretty cool, man. Shogun Warriors started in the 70s in Japan and kind of started the whole, we'll call it Western expansion of the Japanese robot scene. Ultimately, the Shogun Warriors They brought us Voltron, they brought us the Transformers, and what you have here is Raideen. This is definitely one of the ones that paved the way. What happened was Mattel licensed Shogun Warrior to bring it over to the United States, and when they hit the United States, they were super popular. And so definitely a huge influential toy for the late 70s and early 80s.
So where did this guy fit in with these warriors?
So Mazinger was kind of like the leader of the band. And then you had all of these other characters that started to get added in. So you had Raideen, you had Guy King, you had Dragoon. There was other Shogun Warriors, including Godzilla. He was from the Shogun Warrior line, that whole tie-in of Japanese lore with robots and monsters. So overall, it's an incredible line, and you have an international collector market for Shogun Warriors.
So what's something like this worth?
The box, it's in good condition. These boxes are beat up often, so to have the full-fledged artwork, no tears in the box, that's really nice. Overall, he's in good shape, and then based on what I see here, I think you'd have no problem getting $1,400 for it.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming down.
Thanks, man. Awesome piece.
Thank you.
Okay. Would you take $5 for it?
Um,
I know you just heard I have an international collector's market and stuff like this, but I still got to sell it.
no, I understand that. Would you do 1,000 then?
No, but I'd do 600.
9?
600 is going to be the most I do.
I'll do 6.
Do 6? All right, cool. Come with me. We got to do some paperwork. Real quick.
I wound up settling for 600 on it. I have a classic car at home that's been on jack stands for the last 5 years, and it'll go a long way in getting it back out on the road.
Chum is dragging me out to see something that he says we absolutely have to have for the shop. And I don't know what it is exactly, but I've never seen him this excited. What the hell is this thing?
This is Robosaurus. It's our 31-ton, 45-foot, basically a transformer that eats cars, eats airplanes. We could actually lift your bikes up if you'd like.
You touch my bike, I'll kill you.
Okay, well, we'll leave the bike alone. I've got the guys from the pawn shop coming down to look at my one and only Robosaurus. I bought Robosaurus at an auction. I made a business out of it, but it's time for me to get rid of this and look at raising the venture capital to do something else that I have a great idea for.
So, Chum, you think this is appropriate for my pawn shop?
You'd never have to tow a car again.
In the wrong hands, I bet this thing could cause a lot of damage. I mean, these guys must have one hell of an insurance policy. I don't know what my idiot friend told you, but I just own a pawn shop. I mean, you can't really expect me to buy this thing.
It is a money-making machine. It can be rented out, it can be leased out. We do special events. It can do bar mitzvahs, it can do big giant demolition derbies. $25,000 is a day you can make from this thing when you put it on the road.
This machine can perform a bar mitzvah, huh?
I mean, you might as well just show me more about it. What do we got going here?
We got 24,000 pounds of crushing power in these claws, so we can rip apart a car, we can tear it apart, pull the roof off, whatever you want to do.
Check out this cockpit. You
Take a
look
look.
through this front window, and that's where the pilot sits. You're strapped into a seat. Your feet are on pedals. Your arms lock into devices, so when you move your arms, the robot's arms move. All your fingers are in double-sided switches, so when you squeeze your finger and thumb like this, 24,000 pounds of crushing power.
We shoot air cannons out, we have confetti, we can do fireworks. We actually could launch missiles from this thing.
What power is this thing?
Well, there's a 500 horsepower turbocharged diesel engine, drives 4 hydraulic pumps. Housed right in here are 2 20-gallon propane tanks. That's what gives Robo his fire. And the power is back here.
I can think of a few ways to hurt myself in this thing. My dad and the old man would kill me if I even considered buying this thing, but I mean, they also love to make money. I was completely ready to walk away, but when he said this thing could make 25 grand a day, it got my attention.
This thing generates money.
25,000 a day, huh?
Do the math and you can thank me later.
Well, let's fire this thing up and see what it does, man.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Takes a second for him to get it going, and after it's going, guys, it'll do all the tricks.
Can it do a backflip or anything?
Well, it can't actually get in the air, but that's a great idea. It is amazing what it can do. It is an engineering marvel.
Are you ready, Big Hoss? This is gonna be crazy.
Let's get the motorcycle, all right?
The is he coming so close to my bike? Whoa, whoa,
Which
whoa.
one? Which one's yours? Well, this one right here.
If it comes any closer to my bike, you're going in front of it. The Robosaurus might be big and strong, but if it came any closer to my bike, I might have kicked his ass.
All right, what do you say we attack that car? But I want to show you the immense power of
All right, let's see the car.
There we go.
Told you, Big Hoss. This thing is badass.
No, he's lifting that up as if it's nothing. It weighs nothing to him. There you go. There goes the rope.
Oh, it's a convertible now. Is he ripping that car in half?
That's crazy. Are you impressed?
Oh, I'm impressed.
I'm not cleaning it up.
There you go.
I gotta admit, I didn't expect it to do all that.
We're ready to make a deal.
Honestly, man, how much are you asking for this thing?
Well, you know, we can do a bargain today for about $1 million.
Holy did he just use the M word as in 6 zeros?
And by the way, if you do it now, I'll throw in the tractor trailer.
Yeah, he told us he was a transformer that turns into a tractor trailer.
So we'll throw that
He
in.
lied. He doesn't turn into a tractor trailer.
Well, he needs to be towed.
He's not a transformer, man, without that piece.
I mean, the Robosaurus is awesome, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that would love to buy it. It's just way too much money to risk. I mean, it could easily end up bankrupting the shop. It was very cool, guys, but I have to admit, $1 million is a little out of my budget.
Well, I guess we gave it a shot, and I really appreciate your time. It was a very, very nice meeting you.
Appreciate it.
You know, I thought they were really interested when they came out. I know the $1 million is high, but I did expect them to counteroffer. I thought these guys liked one-of-a-kind items, and this is one of a kind.
$1 million is so far out of the question. I mean, we're not even on the same planet. Hell, we're not even in the same galaxy. What do you think? Do you think I'm really gonna buy this thing for $1 million?
Oh, what do we got here? A little robotic monkey?
Yep, it's 1950s. It's a lithograph, battery operated, made in Japan, tin toy.
All right, so does it work?
It does. You could shake his hand. Speak no evil.
Pretty cool.
See no evil.
You got smoke out of both ears here.
I came down to the pawn shop to sell my toy monkey. I got this monkey at an estate auction of a 60-year toy collector. I see a lot of toys, and I definitely have never seen that one before. Because smoke comes out of the ear.
This thing is sweet, man.
Mind if I check it out a little?
Sure, go for it.
All right. Roscoe tested, made in Japan, open to close. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, yeah, the 1950s, the war had just got over in Japan. You know, they were rebuilding, they were building whatever they could, try to get the economy back up and running. So basically, Japan would build these robots, they would do, you know, cool stuff, and they would ship it over to the United States, and we would buy it up. Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. We all associate it with this and the 3 monkeys. Everyone speculates it came from Japan. It's been around forever. There's even a 4th monkey. I forget exactly what he stands for, but I think he's like, don't do bad things, basically. So what do you want to do with it?
I'm looking to sell it.
Okay, how much are you looking for?
I'm asking $600.
I don't know exactly if I'm gonna be able to make any money at that. I'm gonna call my buddy Johnny in, who owns the Toy Shack. If you have a little bit of time, you can hang out here.
That'd be great.
All right, yeah, give me just a minute. Let me go call him.
Okay, sounds good. You know, I'm okay bringing an expert in. I'd like to know a little bit more about the toy and find out what the real value is. I have no problem keeping the item if it doesn't work out.
You got Haiku, the amazing monkey.
Right up your alley, right?
Sweet. This would have been a popular toy back then. Monkeys were really big in the 50s and 60s. We had monkeys flying into outer space. You had Curious George. You had Zip, a monkey that was promoting zip codes for the U.S. mail. And then you had the monkeys in Planet of the Apes and a lot of the other influences.
All right. So how much you think it's worth?
Well, it looks in great condition. Everything looks all intact. I mean, overall, this is collector grade. I would put this one a little bit on the top end. Without the box, probably gonna be maxed out at about $250.
All right.
I actually think that's a little on the low side. I did a lot of research, and I saw a bunch for a couple hundred that didn't even work.
I mean, people can ask almost anything. I mean, I haven't seen them actual sell for anything more than $200, $250 out the box.
Okay.
All right, well, that's all I needed to know.
All right, man.
Thank
Take it
you.
easy.
All right, thank you.
I value this toy at $250 retail. It seems a little low for the condition it's in, but it's just the demand isn't that high for this toy.
Well, I know that's not what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot lower than I thought. So what are you offering on it?
About 75 bucks, man.
75 bucks?
Yeah, I'd like to make
man.
some money.
I could find them all over the internet not working for 150, so my rock bottom would probably be 500. Else he's gonna sit on my mantle, because I love him, actually. He's a pretty cool toy.
Well, there's no reason to break your heart, so take your monkey home and love him as much as you want.
I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for bringing him in.
Yep, thank you very much. I felt that was definitely low. I've seen many of them that don't work for that amount, so I'm okay taking them back to Colorado.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
That's Teddy Ruxpin and Grubby.
Mm-hmm.
You bought those for me when I was a kid.
Oh, I did?
Back in 1985, if you had these, you were the right? I mean...
Exactly, and I was only child, so they were like my friends, as like weird as that sounds.
Okay.
Coming out to the pawn shop to sell my original Teddy Ruxpin toys. I'm looking to sell them because maybe I can go buy some toys for my kids. I'm looking to get around 500. I'd be willing to go down to 4, but if it's only gonna be like a few $100s, then I can just take that out of my own pocket to buy the toys.
These were cool. These were the first animated storytelling toys. It was 1985. Everybody was thinking robots were the future. They came out right before Christmas, and they were huge. I mean, they couldn't keep them on the shelves. When Teddy Ruxpin first came out, it was the must-have Christmas gift of that year. These things were in such high demand that people were actually getting in fistfights in the middle of shopping malls over them. I think they were about 150 bucks for the pair or something like that. It was really expensive for a toy in 1985. They are in good condition. Do they still work?
Yes, they do work.
Well, how do you turn them on?
You go back here, turn it on, this little wheel here.
We've been tucked in together, the sheets are nice and clean. So close your eyes, just close your eyes, and we can start to dream. The cows have left the corn.
That's kind of cute, Corey.
All right. The company that introduced Teddy Ruxpin actually went bankrupt back in the 80s, but there's been a couple of toy companies that have released him since then. This is one of the originals, and that makes it way more valuable. Do you have any idea of what you wanted to do with them? You want to pawn them, sell them?
I was considering selling them. As a whole set with all the tapes and everything, I thought around 500.
I've read some articles where they're talking about this maybe being the next big collectible thing out there, though it's not there yet. And best price I could probably give you would be around 100 bucks.
Could you do 4?
I'll go up to 150, but that's gonna be the best I can do.
Well, I mean, I think I'll hold on to him, but thank you.
Well, thank you.
How about Teddy?
They offered me 150. They weren't as collectible as I thought they were, so I'm just gonna hold on to them and maybe pass them on to my kids.
What do we got, man?
This is the first home robot ever mass-produced.
Okay.
Cool, what does it do?
This one specifically acts like a pet at home.
So it pees on the carpet?
decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my RB5X home robot. I think I want to sell this robot today because it kind of gets underfoot at home. He kind of just bumps into a lot of stuff, and I think it's time to go. It's worth about $2,000, and I think that's what I want to get for it, $2,000.
All right, so where did you get this thing?
So I found this in a flea market. I knew exactly what it was when I first saw it. Originally retailed for about $4,000. Came out in 1983. You'd have to program it yourself, hook it up to your computer. You could also put some microchips in it to make it play games.
After the computer boom of the early 1980s, the next big craze was supposed to be robotics, but they just never caught on. Show me what it can do.
Okay.
L-I-S-R-B-5-X intelligent robot. Excuse me.
Yeah, I've seen enough.
I still don't. What is the purpose of it?
Walks around, it talks.
You know what? I don't get it either, son. It's like people like program them and they do silly things, you know? Is there a remote control for it?
It's all autonomous. It moves by itself.
I just want to know if there's any way I can program this thing to go to the fridge and get me a beer.
They actually do have an arm for it. I haven't been able to, find where I can get one of those, but they actually have an arm for this robot.
This robot is definitely dated, but it's a cool reminder of 1980s technology. It just shows how far computers have come in the last 25 years. What do you want to do with it?
I think I want to sell it.
How much do you want for it?
Well, I'm thinking 2,000.
No. There might be a really, really small market for it, but I just don't have the customer base for it. I don't think I can sell it.
Well, here's what I say. It may not sell right away, but it would really look cool in the front window.
I mean, I have stuff in here that I keep around to look cool. You know, that's just not one of them. Quite frankly, the way I look at it, 1983 was a waste of money, and I think it would be now. You made my week by bringing this thing in, though.
Well, thanks for having
Thanks
me
a
over.
lot.
Thanks. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't see the value. I guess I'll just pack them up and bring them home.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. What do you have here?
I have an awesome 1980s Coca-Cola toy.
Okay, it's real awesome, dude. Cool. This is a GoBot. Where'd you get it?
I had a birthday party in Burger King, and this was the gift that Burger King gave me.
I think I'd be pretty pissed if I got this at 12 years old. Right. Like a Coke can, seriously?
I have a 1980s Coca-Cola robot. When I first got it, I tried to play with it. It was just a Coke can, so it really didn't fit in with any other toys, so it just went back in the box. It's just sitting on a shelf, so I'm just trying to get rid of some clutter. My wife keeps on at me about the stupid things I keep holding on to.
Let me see this here. This is pretty cool.
Right.
Coca-Cola advertisement, but it's also a GoBot. So, in 1984, Tonka came out with the GoBots, and Hasbro came out with the Transformers. It was basically the same concept. You know, they were robots that would change into a Coke can or a car or an airplane. And, you know, with the Transformers, there was the Autobots and the Decepticons, and they were battling for thousands of years. I don't know too much about GoBots, but basically the same thing as Transformers, but not as popular, you know? Many people look at the GoBots as Transformer knockoffs, but in reality, the GoBots were released before the Transformers. Both of them are pretty cool, but the GoBots only lasted a few years, and the Transformers just released their 4th major motion picture. This is gonna appeal to people who collect Coke, Transformers, GoBots. It is in good condition, man.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do with it?
I wanted to try and sell it.
How much are you trying to get for it?
I wanted about 200.
Honestly, dude, it's a GoBot. I'm gonna offer you 40 bucks on it.
How about 150?
Would you be able to do like maybe 60 bucks?
80?
I could go 75 on it.
Okay.
75 bucks?
Yeah.
All right, that's a deal. Let's go over here and write it up.
Okay. I got it for free when I was a 10-year-old. It's sat on the shelf for about 30 years, and I get 75 bucks for it, so I think that's a pretty good deal.